I'm ready. And good evening, everyone. Broadcasting live from Cordova, Tennessee. My name is Stan Gerard. We come to you tonight from Evangelical Christian School, where in just a matter of minutes, it's going to be your TCA Lions taking on the Eagles of Evangelical Christian School. It is warm here in the Outer Banks of Memphis, Tennessee tonight currently. It is about 94 degrees outside, and there is no wind, a very, very high sky, not a cloud in the sky tonight. Good afternoon, and we are ready for high school football on a Friday night. It's week 2 style. Again, my name's Stan Gerard, the voice of TCA Athletics, Diamond Dave McCulley on assignment tonight. Bryce Mott's going to be helping me out a little bit tonight, pinch-hitting for Diamond Dave McCulley. And Bryce, a very, very warm evening for high school football, accentuated even more by the artificial turf on the field.
It's going to be a hot night, not only for me but for the players as well.
I'll tell you what, when I got here about an hour and a half ago in the press box, I literally may have been the last person in this press box from last year. During a middle school game, we opened it up, and the nice folks here opened up the press box, and just a blast of heat came out. It was easily here earlier this afternoon, and fortunately we've gotten it to cool down. Shadows are starting to take effect on the field, and we got a big, important high school game, non-region contest for TCA tonight, taking on ECS. ECS in Division II, Class AA. Of course, TCA in Class A. Both teams come in this ball game 0-1. TCA lost a heartbreaker down in Adamsville last Friday night, 20-19, and ECS was thoroughly pummeled by a very, very good Innsworth ball club by a score of 40-0. But you can throw that score out. These games, when ECS has played TCA in years past, they've always been barn burners and very competitive, very physical. I don't think, if it's anything like the games of back when Kyle Aiken played, these teams are not going to be exchanging Christmas cards by the end of this game.
I don't think it'll be Christmas cards. I think it'll be more punches towards the end of the game.
We hope we don't get to that per se, but you know, you look at this ball game. Of course, TCA under the direction of Blake Butler in his 11th season. Blake Butler coincidentally got his high school coaching start right here at Evangelical Christian. Blake is 65-54 on the season, and the coach for Innsworth, Trey Adams, is 22-5 during his campaign here at Innsworth. Coach knows this staff very well. They've got a lot of friends on the staff, and we expect a very, very good football game tonight between TCA and Evangelical Christian. Bryce, one of the things I think is going to be important in this game, and you're going to hear us talk a lot about it tonight, depth, depth, and depth. ECS has depth. Sadly, TCA on the other side, not a lot of depth, and that's going to be an issue. How is our first line going to hold up against wave after wave of ECS players?
One thing that I was looking at on the way here, I was studying the depth chart, and I saw that you have power hitters like Needham Goodwin. You have people like a Corey Bass. You have Joshua Todd on the outside. You have Will Allen Smith on the outside as well. But after that, you're kind of dwindled down in that line area where we don't have as big of a line as most people would think we do. And so, personally, I think the trenches are going to be where ECS takes over a lot against Trinity, and I would expect that to carry on throughout the entire game.
Well, I'm going to debate you on that one. Adamsville with a big ball club last week, and TCA moved them around most of the ball game. So, we've got a feisty bunch, and they're not as small as we have been in years past. Hey, a lot of great sponsors bringing you TCA football right here on the TCA Broadcast Network. Deaton's Carpet One, Schnookums, Lonnie Cobb, Reagan Realty, West Tennessee Bank, Race Clips, Mitchell's Body, Reliable Pallet, and some new advertisers that just came on in the last couple of days. We'd like to welcome Well Water Solutions, Tennessee Tractor, and my personal insurance agent, Wes Harris from State Farm. All of these fine people helping to bring you TCA TCA football and TCA athletics all season long right here on the Trinity Christian Academy Broadcast Network. We're going to step back and take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to break down some other games in West Tennessee. You're watching TCA football, the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show right here on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.
And welcome back to Cordova, Tennessee. My name's Stan Drew alongside Bryce Mott. We're about 16 minutes away from the start of this ball game tonight between TCA and the homestanding Eagles of Evangelical Christian. A lot of other high school football in West Tennessee being played tonight. Let's go over some of those games. One of the big ones, and a team that I believe we're going to see here in I believe we're going to see them next week, if memory serves me correct. Union City travels down to McClellan Road to take on the Bruins of USJ. Memphis Overton is at Tipton Rosemark. Jackson Christian is just a few short miles away. They're at St. George's. Halls is at Fayette Academy. Harding Academy is at DCA. McNary Central at Fayette Ware. Gleason is at West Carroll. Westwood at South Gibson has been postponed due to the COVID. Crockett County at Ripley. And one of the big games in West Tennessee tonight, Westview at Peabody, a game that you can see on one of our sister broadcast stations at Worthy Road Studios off of the Peabody website. That is going to be a big ball game tonight.
I do believe that's probably going to be one of the big of this very young season for the high school football players that are in that matchup between Westview and Peabody.
Peabody coming off of an impressive win over Milan last week, standing room only there, and I expect standing room only again there tonight at Peabody. Other ball games, Manassas comes to town to take on Milan. Jackson Southside is at Huntington. Brewston is at Humboldt. Cordova is at Haywood. Dyer County at Dyersburg. That is always a war. Those two schools do not like each other, and that is going to be a dandy between two 1-0 teams. Jackson Northside, boy, they got a tough road to go. They travel to Covington to take on one of the best teams in the state in Covington. Liberty at Bolivar has been canceled by the COVID. Gibson County at Stewart County also canceled by the COVID. Mount Pleasant is at Scotts Hill, and a neighborhood rivalry game, Riverside at Lexington. A lot of big rivalry games here in West Tennessee early on in week 2.
I want to talk about personally what I think would be an upset.
Okay.
That Lexington game, could you see that swinging?
Well, if you're saying Lexington is the upsetting team,
Yes,
I would
exactly.
agree. Riverside, very good ball club the last couple of years. It would not be an upset for Lexington to win. Lexington in a higher classification than Riverside. Lexington with a tough loss to South Gibson last week in a hard-fought ball game. I would not call that an upset if it happened. That's just two teams fairly well evenly matched, and that's going to be a dandy over in Lexington just off of Highway 412 here in just a matter of minutes. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we're going to hear the words of TCA coach Blake Butler. You're watching the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show right here on the Trinity Christian Academy Broadcast Network.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum
Hello,
Steakhouse.
folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
I'm speaking with the head coach of the TCA Lions, Blake Butler. Coach, a tough loss last week down in Adamsville, but we go from the fire right into the frying pan. We travel to Memphis and play your old school, ECS.
Yeah, early in the season, it's always good to test yourself. ECS, again, is usually one of the better teams in the AA of Division II. So, again, it's a good way to kind of see where we are before we start region play. And, sometimes, especially with a young team, the only way to kind of get them ready is get those game reps against quality opponents so the game starts to slow down for them a little bit. And, like I said, ECS, this week, Adamsville the previous week, our kids are getting to play some top-notch teams here early.
Yeah, we saw ECS. I watched them on game film. They took a tough one on the chin to Ensworth, who is one of the, I would say, one of the best teams in the state, irregardless of class or division. So I expect to see an ECS team fired up coming out, especially since we've knocked off their baby Eagles a couple of years in a row now.
No, they've, like you said, they're year in and year out. It started really kind of with Coach Hines back in the days, who I coached under. And, they've got Trey Adams back. He was a teammate of mine at Memphis. He played at ECS and have a lot of alums and guys who have really bought into the tradition of the program and the values Coach Hines instilled. And, they've got a solid team. Like you said, last week at Ensworth had been down the past couple of years, but they're back to being Ensworth, to say the least. I talked to Coach Adams from ECS after that game, and he said they're back. And so
they looked at too.
Yeah. So again, you can't necessarily judge that score by what the team ECS has that'll compete in AA ball. But I think they're going to be ready and come out and we're going to get their best shot.
We looked at some of the preseason publications, and it came out with Needham Goodwin as a potential preseason All-State candidate, and by golly, he sure did show it last Friday night down in the Ville.
Yeah, Needham had a great game, and like I said, as the season goes on and we start to really see what some of our younger guys can do. Again, some of them flashed that in the JV game on Monday night, and really trying to see who we can trust in terms of knowing what to do, because that's a big key. We've got some kids with a little bit of talent that have athletic ability. It's just a matter of understanding the game and being consistent without having mental busts and things like that. And once they get there, it's really going to help us expand our offense and things start to take off a little bit more.
Speak a little bit more on that JV game. Of course, that was the first game for Jackson Central Mary in several years. They brought a nice crowd. I noticed, over the years in my tenure here at TCA, we've got a tendency to help break in new teams. I remember TCA was a school that, worked hard and broke Scotts Hill in when they developed their football program with the Rock back in the day.
Coach Turner over there, coached against him, when he was over at USJ as defensive coordinator. And he's a JCM alum, a former Memphis teammate of mine. Ryan Scott's over there as a coach.
Great receiver back in the day.
And Kane Swift, who actually helped with our 5th and 6th grade team here at Trinity in the past, he's over there coaching middle school football. And so a lot of connections over there, and those guys are going to do a great job just building that program back and building it the right way. And so it was a neat night to be able to host the first game of JCM football being back, and really proud of our kids. They competed well. Like I said, we have a lot of young kids having to play on Friday nights, but to give them an opportunity to get out there really against kids their own age and have a shot to show what they can do, I'd definitely say the future is looking bright with a lot of those freshmen and sophomores running around making plays for us.
And we had some kids out there doing some beating and some banging as the night went on.
Yeah, that's always encouraging when you see kids that are fearless and will stick their nose in there and, like I said, swarm to the football. Like I said, you've got a chance when you've got kids like that in your program.
Coach, looking at tonight's opponent, ECS, I think one of the keys for TCA tonight, we're going to have to try and find some more balance to that offense. Obviously, you do not want to have Needham have to carry the ball 35 times a ball game. You're definitely looking for some more balance out of your offense, both running and tossing the pigskin.
Yeah, that's something that we're trying to develop. Like I say, it goes back to figuring out who we can trust to put out there on the field on a Friday night. Looking for them to show it in practice when we're not having to correct them as much. I was always telling them, I said, I'm not standing next to you when we get out there on a Friday night. You're out there on the field with you and your teammates. And so I've got to trust that you know what to do. And like I said, the more guys we have exhibiting that confidence and that knowledge in practice, they'll get more opportunities in the games. And like I said, that's only going to help our team.
Keys to victory tonight for TCA. Go down into Memphis and take one away from ECS.
I think where we've really got to improve, we've got to take care of the football and cut down on penalties, and that's something that really kind of bit us a little bit against Adamsville. We've got to improve the field position. We had I think double the yardage Adamsville did, but a lot of it was we gave them short fields, whether it be turnovers or just kind of lack of production in special teams. And then on top of that, we can't put ourselves backed up. And, we probably started a good number of drives inside our own 30. And so when you look at the field position battle, taking care of football penalties, a lot of it is just really small things that factor into trying to knock off a good team.
Coach, it's a short distance over at ECS from the field to the press box. I'd love to talk to you after the game tomorrow night, and we'll talk about a big TCA victory.
Thanks, Stan. Look forward to it.
That's the head coach of the TCA Lions, Blake Butler. You are watching TCA football on Trinity Christian Academy Television. We're back in 2 minutes.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
And welcome back to Cordova, Tennessee. I'm Stan Gerard alongside Bryce Mott. We're just a few minutes away from the start of tonight's ball game between TCA and Evangelical Christian. Let's get you a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. On the offensive side for TCA, it'll be quarterback by Needham Goodwin. Fullback Will Keltner. Left tackle is Harrison Vance. Left guard is Chase Fein. The center, Michael Palmer. Right guard is Nicholas Reddick. The right tackle, Corey Bass. X is Will Allen Smith. The H is number 21, Nick Jones. Of course, his mother, the very famous Mrs. Jones. Your Y is number 10, Ben Davis. And Joshua Todd is your Z wideout. On the defensive side for the TCA Lions, and there we go. Get to the right page, make the fingers work a little bit. The Bull is going to be Ben Davis. Defensive tackle, number 15, Marshall Ray, the transfer from Southside. Nose guard, number 78, Rooks Stevens. Defensive end, number 79, Corey Bass. The middle linebacker is going to be number 14, Will Keltner. Weak side linebacker, number 4, Needham Goodwin. The strong side linebacker, Sam, is going to be Colby Moore, number 3. The rover, number 16, Joshua Todd. Your free safety is going to be number 21, Nick Jones. Cornerbacks, the freshman, number 6, Cooper Vales, and the senior, number 11, Will Allen Smith. Those are your starting lineups for the ball game, offensively and defensively for TCA. The teams are on the field. Captains for TCA, it's going to be Needham Goodwin, also Rooks Stevens, and it's going to be Will Allen Smith, and finally for TCA, it's going to be Gavin Crawford. Those are the captains for the TCA Lions. The shadows are starting to take effect on the field, although the sun is still drilling yours truly right in the eye. But it will be down here in a matter of minutes. The temperature has probably dropped, Jay. Oh, well, you say here in the press box, a good 30 degrees since we got in here earlier. And it looks like ECS has won the toss. Did not see whether they are elected to kick or receive. And we are just about ready for high school football. With that being said, let's get a quick 1-minute break in, and then we'll come back for the kickoff. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry, and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy clinic. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
Great American Sports makes sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson, we specialize in team sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your team sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
You are looking live at Legion's Field here in Cordova, Tennessee, alongside Bryce Mott. My name's Stan Gerard, the voice of TCA Athletics, Diamond Dave McCulley on assignment tonight. We're here for the TCA and Evangelical Christian football game, getting ready to kick this one off in just a few minutes. This field runs north and south. The field pretty much completely into the shadows. Sun will be going down pretty soon. We got a breeze out of the south. It's about 92, 93 degrees outside, heat index pushing 100. By the time the game's over, Bryce, we look for the temperature to be around 89 or so. And it looks like ECS won the toss and has elected to receive to start this ball game. Teams that come out on the field for TCA kicking off is going to be John Mark Willard. You're going to see a difference in that young man this week. 3-dog Eli Parker worked with John Mark over the weekend to work on his place kicking and stuff, and you're going to see a different style of kicker than what you saw last week. Appreciate 3-dog Eli Parker getting ready to go here. Well, we're about ready to get up for the get down. And let's play some high school football. Officials, and long end over end kick. It's going to be taken by the up back at the 20-yard line. Goes left side and racked up, taken down by, among others, on the play for TCA, Colby Moore. So it's going to be ECS 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Bryce, certainly a much better job of TCA covering the kickoff than what we were able to see last week against ECS when they ripped off some monster run backs. ECS to the line of scrimmage. The quarterback is going to be Bennett Brady. Their main running back, Jalen Greenwood, broke his ankle last week, and it will be Tucker White in the backfield. Long snap, handoff White right up the gut. 5, 6, 7 yards to make that 8 yards on the first play. They just handed it straight off, went off left guard. And some interesting things going on right away, but a good first run for Tucker White. Pickup of 8 on that play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2 for ECS. Their second play of the game, high snap. Quarterback takes it. He's going to have a first down. And that's going to be actually Tucker White. He's going to pick up 4 yards on the play, 2 carries, and 12 yards, and the first down of this ball game for ECS. Right now, Bryce, ECS winning the battle at the line of scrimmage.
That was a perfect misdirection that they played. I don't know. You originally called it that Tucker White took the ball, and then their quarterback got it. So that was a perfect misdirection.
White off left side. He's got big yards. He could go all the way, one man to beat, and he is going to score. That's going to be a 52-yard touchdown run for Tucker White. And quickly, ECS leads this ball game by a score of 6-0. Let's take a look down the instant replay if we can. But what you had happen, White got the handoff, took the ball around left end, and went unmolested in the end zone, 52 yards for the touchdown. Here's the extra point by ECS. Snap, place, the kick. It's up, and it is good. 10:52 to go in our opening quarter of play, and ECS leads TCA by a score of 7-0. A 30-second break, and we'll be back. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and E+ broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
Well, it didn't take just over a minute and 52 seconds for ECS to score the first points of the game. They look good in their opening drive, and they lead TCA by a score of 7-0. Back deep for TCA. It's going to be Joshua Todd, and the reflections are causing me to not see. It's going to be a high kick, short, taken by Todd at the 11-yard line, and he's going to be racked up, not even going to get back to the 20-yard line. So TCA, Bryce, going to start in a hole, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Eagles offense comes onto the field. They'll be led by quarterback Liam Goodwin. Remember, he had 285 yards rushing last week. Will Allen Smith's going to be the receiver at the bottom of the field. And here's TCA in the huddle. It's going to be Todd to the receiver at the top of the field. Going to come out with a back in the backfield. It's going to be Raymond Edwards, the back slot formation or triple formation to the left. Goodwin back to pass, looking, slanging, and in and out of the hands of Will Allen Smith. Hit him right between the numbers, but he was well covered by the ECS defense. So that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for TCA. from the 19-yard line. TCA again going to go with the spread formation, at least 2 wideouts. They're going to go triples to the left. Edwards, the back in the backfield, he's set up to the left of Needham Goodwin. Snap. Goodwin's going to take it, go right side. He's got some room. It's going to be a short gain out to about the 22. Pickup of 3 for Needham Goodwin on that play. That's going to bring up 3rd down for TCA. They're going to actually not give them as much as I thought. Only 2 on the play, 1 on the play. So it's going to be a second and about 9 here, or 3rd down and 9, 10:33 to go in our first quarter. Trips to the left, wide out to the right. Edwards the back along with Goodwin. Goodwin rolling to his left, rolling, looking. He's in trouble. He slings the ball forward, knocked out, and TCA is going to have their first punt of the season coming up here with 10:26 to go. ECS smoked that one out pretty easily, Bryce.
Yeah, overall sloppy protection of the football by Needham Goodwin on that play.
So it's going to be Needham Goodwin in at the court, and they're going to have a penalty on TCA. Did not see the flag go. That's going to move the line of scrimmage back to the 6-yard line. Check that, the 7-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down. They're going to repeat 3rd down on that play and move it back, make it about,
That's the 8-yard line.
It's going to be at the 8-yard line, and it's still going to be 4th down and about 20 to go. Here's the snap, the kick, knuckleball type kick. It's going to get a good roll off of that, cross the 40, and it's going to be down by TCA at the 42-yard line. So it's going to be ECS, 1st and 10. They're going to be in TCA territory at their own 42, far side hash. Well, Bryce, TCA, it only took ECS 3 plays to score on their opening drive. Defense got to bow up and get it done here. We don't want to get too big of a hole early, and we haven't even played 10 minutes.
No, you definitely don't want to give the outside edge like they got on that last run.
Here the ECS coming in the slot formation, strong to the it's pretty much balanced, but it's going to be strong right. Snap, throw, caught, and the pass is complete. Breaks 1 tackle. He's got more and knocked out of bounds at the 15-yard line. It's going to be a 22-yard reception.
Man, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look.
ECS with a 1st down. Bryce, TCA read that play well, but didn't get the job done, did not wrap up.
Improper tackling gave them about 4 extra yards.
Here's going to be 1st and 10. High snap, White, left side. He's got his hole. It's going to be filled quickly. Pickup of about 3 on the play. And it's going to be 2nd and about 7. Actually, going to give him about 5 on the play. White with 69 yards on 4 carries. And the crowd with a little rumble here. ECS comes to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 2. They're running basically an unbalanced line. They've got a wingback playing as a tight end, so they're running an unbalanced line to the left, kind of a reverse of what you'd see in a traditional single wing formation. So I would suspect that we might see a run to the right, and we've got some illegal participation here by ECS and the officials letting them get away with it even though there's 0 on the clock. 9:19 to go. I have no idea. Long snap. White's going to take the ball, go left side like I thought, cuts up, and he's going to have the 1st down to the 29-yard line. Pickup of 4 for Tucker Wild to play 5 carries already with 73 yards, Bryce.
I do not understand what the officials were talking about earlier. I don't get it. Was it a late substitution? I'm not sure.
Well, you not sure what happened. The white hat did send 1 out. Now we got the strong side to the right side of the field. Look for the run to go to the right side if they do, and it does. White's going to go on the right side. He breaks out. Nice tackle by Will Keltner, the shoestring tackle at the 29-yard line. He should lose 1 on that play. Let's look at that one again. Here, as you're going to see, play to the strong side. And we're going to have to break away from the replay here and get back to live action. ECS coming to the line of scrimmage pretty quickly here. They're going to be strong to the right again. High snap. Quarterback rolling left, looking, firing long, and the ball incomplete at the 18-yard line. Good defense by TCA there, Bryce. Brady's pass incomplete, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Eagles of Evangelical Christian. And there was laundry on the field, did not see. So like the cheerleaders would say, pushing back, way back. It's going to put the ball back at the TCA 41. And we will replay 2nd down here. It's going to be 2nd and about, 25, 26, somewhere in that neighborhood.
It's been great defense by the Lions so far, pushing them all the way back to where ECS started.
Trips to the left. Long snap count. He's looking to throw, fires a slant, caught. Keltner misses the tackle. They break it down to the 30, down to the 29. So a pickup of 12 on the play to number 9. And that is going to be Cameron Gajan, a 5'10 wideout for ECS. So the 11-yard pickup makes it 3rd down and about 10 for ECS.
Obvious pass situation for Trinity's defense to decipher.
ECS, a team that in film study likes to throw the slang in. Back to pass, looking for downfield. Good protection. He's going to roll. He's going to get yards. He's going to have a 1st down and more. Taken down inside the 5-yard line, down to about the 4. Brady with a pickup of about 20. They're going to say it was down at the 8. So a pickup of 21 for the quarterback, Bennett Brady, on that play. Nice defense by the TCA defensive backs, but we did not shadow the quarterback, and he was able to get around the right side for the 1st down. So that's going to bring up 1st and goal for ECS. Ball at the 8-yard line, 6:52 to go in our opening quarter of action. Handoff, White, up the gut. He's got 6. Touchdown, Tucker White of Evangelical Christian. 6 carries, and he's got 79 yards. ECS with the 13-0 lead. That score coming at the 6:41 mark of our first quarter of action. Here's ECS on for the extra point. Snap, place, kick. It's up. It is good. And with 6:41 to go in our opening quarter, it is ECS 14 and TCA 0. A 30-second break. You're watching TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Man, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Welcome back to Cordova, Tennessee, alongside Bryce Mott. My name's Stan Gerard. Well, not looking good early on for the TCA Lions. 6:41 to go in our opening quarter of action. And ECS, it's been the Tucker White show. 6 carries, 79 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And ECS leads TCA by a score of 14-0. Here's the kick. High kick right down the middle. Taken by the deep man at the 10-yard line, straight up the gut. Spins and taken down at about the 25-yard line. That's where TCA is going to begin their drive, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Stan, what do you think needs to change if you're Trinity?
Well, right now on the if you're the TCA defensive line's got to get some penetration there and blow up that play a little bit because their offensive line is really just creating some holes. Offensively, we've only had one series, so it's a little hard to give a judgment on what the TCA offense needs to do. Right now, we just need to settle down and get some yards, get a couple of first downs, and let these kids get a better feeling about themselves. They've got a four-man front, a 4-3 defense. Edwards is the back. He's going to take the ball. He's going to break it to the outside and slips one tackle, but he's taken down at the 23-yard line. Bryce, that's going to be a loss of about 3 on the play for Rama Edwards.
Yeah, he got to the edge perfectly. It's just the Eagles completely swallowed him up right when he got the edge.
Good job by the ECS defense. Nice lateral pursuit and could not get to the corner and get it turned upfield. Got to make your down blocks for the outside blockers on the edge. Make your down blocks so we can get to that corner. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 13 for TCA. Under 6 minutes to go in our opening quarter of action. 14-0, ECS with the lead. Here's the handoff. That's Colby Moore. He's going to get some positive yards up to the 26. Bulls his way to the 27-yard line. So a pickup of 4 on the play for Colby Moore in his first action as a running back this season. Colby Moore, of course, got some action as a running back as a 8th grader last year. His first play against Nashville Christian picked up 12 yards and a first down as an 8th grader against a good Nashville Christian ball club.
Impressive, especially from someone who was an 8th grader at the time.
TCA having some problems with the play. It's going to be trips to the left. Coach Michael Mancini changing the play. Keltner's coming into the ball game now. He's going to replace Ben Davis.
Ben Davis, I believe.
The running back is going to be Moore. Again, trips to the left, one wide out right. Needham going to pass. No, it's going to be a draw. He's got some room. Gets to the 30-yard line to the 31. Pickup of 3 on the play. Boy, the play was there. The play was there early, but ECS did a great job with their linebackers. They closed that hole just as quick as they opened up. You saw in the replay there, great, again, lateral pursuit by the linebacking core of ECS. Folks, we told you, you forget that 40-0 whipping the ECS took last week to Innsworth. This is a very good football team, and it's going to be 4th down for TCA. Good one with his second punt. High knuckleball type kick is going to take a bounce just like my 9-iron, and TCA is going to down the ball at the 32-yard line where the Eagles of Evangelical Christian will take over 1st and 10, 4:18 to go in our opening quarter, Bryce.
I would like to see something different with the Trinity defense. I would like to see them get a lot more pressure on the edge because the quarterback is having a way too good of a time in the pocket for the Eagles. He's basically using his own will to distribute where the ball goes for the Eagles.
Justin Moore watching this game. JMO, he's on a beach in Florida watching this contest. His grandmother listening on the radio tonight. And here's the handoff. White, he's going to go around Reagan. He's got yards. Cuts the ball up. There's a hold, no call. And Tucker White is going to go all the way. It's going to be 42 yards. And, yes, right here at the 46-yard line, that play is coming back. Let's look at that one again on the replay if we can. And fortunately, that one – off the board, but right now ECS eating up chunks of yardage and TCA paying the price.
I don't know. I'm not liking what that showed us, even if it was a flag.
Well, what you got to do on that defensive end's got to come across. Defensive ends came across the line of scrimmage and turned again on that play, though. When the defensive end outside linebackers come across the line of scrimmage and turn that play in, your other linebackers, middle and weak side, got to come in and fill that gap and fill that hole. and we did not do that. Strong side is going to be to the ECS left, wing back. Long count. New running back in there. He's going to cut, get up across the 40, get down to the 42. Fumble, ball on the ground! Recovered by ECS, and they call a lucky break at the 44-yard line. That running back was Clayton Garrison in on the play. And boy, ECS living right on that play. Garrison's going to get credit for about 11 yards on that play. And it's going to be another first down for ECS. Boy, a golden opportunity for TCA. Ball came loose, but they took that Christmas gift right back. 1st and 10, Eagles. Strong to the left. Snap, throw, slant, caught. Nice tackle, but it's going to be a gain of 8 yards in the play. Ball is going to be caught by number 15, Garrett Wilson, on the pickup. His first reception picks up about 8 on the play. That's going to be the first completion of the night for ECS. They put the ball in TCA territory at the 49-yard line, 2nd and about 3. Strong left the formation for ECS. Back to pass. Good defense. Goes to the outlet man. Caught. First down and more. And it's going to be a touchdown for TCA. No, we're going to have it come back. A flag back at the 47-yard line. You're going to see your second holding penalty in a row or actually second holding penalty on this drive that causes a touchdown to be called back. Here's the replay. Good job by the TCA pass defense initially. Has to go to his outlet man. And there was the illegal block in the back, as you saw. A little crackback block, and that play coming back. And fortunately for TCA, that play coming back because that was going to be 6. And despite what the PA guy says, that was an illegal crackback on that play. Kirk Gehring from West Tennessee Bank watching this ball game. Appreciate his sponsorship and all the great folks at West Tennessee Bank. Appreciate them sponsoring TCA Athletics right here on the TCA Broadcast Network. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for ECS. Still a manageable opportunity for the Eagles. TCA's defense, front four, have got to get some penetration there and start to blow up what they're doing.
You can't let this offense eat the entire time. They're going to get tired, and that's just going to make it harder on the defense altogether.
Strong right, almost a bad snap, fake pass. They get the ball out, and it's going to be a first down and more. Good design play, going to pick up about 10 yards on the play. It's going to be Garrett Wilson with his second reception. He's going to pick up 11 yards on that first play. 2 receptions and 19 yards.
Stan, I don't know if you saw, but there was a little scuffle between ECS and number 21, Nick Jones of TCA, that the ref was standing right in front of and didn't throw a flag for.
Well, and the officials did catch something. Another penalty is going to push the ball back to the 45. So that was a spot foul. A 5-yard variety. Going to push it back. So going to make it 2nd and 8. So it's going to be a net gain of about 2 yards on that reception. 2 receptions for 10 yards now. We'll adjust the 2 for the net yardage. 2nd and 8. ECS back to pass. Screen. Caught. Across midfield. He's got running room. 40, 35, 30, 25. And driven out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. So a 25, a 30-yard reception on that play by number 5, Caden Hill. Caden Hill coming up big time. 2 receptions, 47 yards on the night, and another first down for ECS.
That was a beautiful route run by ECS. It was just blowing coverage towards the outside with the Trinity.
So ECS once again in TCA's half of the field, 1st and 10, strong to the left. It's going to be a handoff. White. No, check that. Another back in there, and that is Griffin Garrison, number 18, and he is snuffed out right at the line of scrimmage. Let's look at that one again if we can. Will Keltner in on the tackle. Here's the replay here. You're going to see him hold it. They tried to read, going right up the gut. Good job, blew that up. That was Will Keltner blowing that up, and could not see who that other defensive player in there was, but good job by Will Keltner filling the gap there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you got to do. Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. Cuts left. Oh, he's got a hole. Across the 15. Slices, dices down to the 13-yard line. Pickup of 13 on the play by the quarterback, Bennett Brady. He's got Bryce 34 yards on only 2 carries.
Do you expect something like that to be a consistent threat that the ECS deploys the entire game, or do you think it's just a first half thing to wear our team down?
Well, I'm not really sure. I watched the film against Innsworth, but Innsworth's such a powerful ball club. I don't know how much you can't judge this Innsworth or this ECS ball club based on that Innsworth ball game. Tucker White is the back in the backfield, strong to the left. Back to pass is ECS looking. Quarterback can't find anybody. He's going to tuck it and run inside the 10 and down to about the 6-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 8 on the play for Bennett Brady. 3 carries and 42 yards for the quarterback. Bryce, that's one thing I did not see in film was Bennett Brady running the ball. We've come to the end of the first quarter play. Our score at the end of 1. It is Evangelical Christian at 14 and TCA 0. A 1-minute timeout on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em Lions!
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank.
One thing's for sure here in the press box, the water gets warm very quickly. It was ice cold water either. Now it's a warm, bubbly, so to speak. Very, very different to the taste. Alongside Bryce Mott, my name's Stan Gerard, the voice of TC Athletics, Diamond Dave McCulley on assignment. We begin the second quarter of play, and ECS threatening. They've got the ball on the 6-yard line, Bryce. It's 2nd down and 3, and they've just been owning the line of scrimmage, pushing the ball up and down the field at will against TCA.
TCA is definitely going to have to buckle down in the trenches for ECS to be able to be stopped at the 6-yard line.
I want to send a big hello to John Ripplinger, my old TV boss back in Evansville, who's checking. Here's Tucker White with the handoff, going straight up the gut. Good job by the TCA defense. Going to stop that play at the 5 if the referees will ever blow the whistle, and they did, and it's going to be give him about 1 on the play. Tucker White, 7 carries and 8 yards. Had a good talk with my former sales manager, John Ripplinger, the other day. Good to talk to a great guy who taught me a lot in the sales game, and just a great guy all around. Glad he could take a few minutes to check this broadcast out. Andy Hall watching, Kurt Gehring, Lois Ann Franklin along with Ralphie watching this ball game. It's going to be 3rd and 1, ball in the 6. 2 men in the backfield for ECS. Hand off to the tailback. Great job by TCA on the defense. Snuffs it out for a 5-yard loss. Let's look at that one on the replay. Corey Bass with the big play. Great job, penetration there, and bam! Took him down for a 5-yard loss. Corey Bass with a huge play. It's going to bring up 4th down for ECS. 4th and 3. So, ECS going to go for it here. Big defense. Boy, this will be huge if TCA can come up with a stop here to energize them. White's going to get the ball, and he is going to be denied a touchdown, but he is going to be very close to a first down.
TCA will have it on the 2-yard line, I believe.
Nope, it is first and goal.
Of course
ball.
Not.
First and goal, ball at the 2. White with the 4-yard pickup on the play. He's got 84 yards. And now TCA in a situation that, boy, I thought we had him stopped there. 2 men in the backfield, power formation to the right for ECS. Hand off to the running back, and he's going to go in the end zone for the touchdown. That's going to be Wilson Thedford in for the 2-yard run, and ECS now leads this ball game, Bryce, by a score of 20-0.
Yeah, it's looking like a beating right now. Trinity's got to turn it around.
10:03 to go in our second quarter play, and ECS with the 20-0 lead. Snap, place, kick, it's up, and it's good. 10:03 to go in our first half of action. ECS leads TCA 21-0, a 1-minute timeout on the TCA Broadcast Network.
10 minutes, 3 seconds.
Hello, I'm Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance. My customers love the fact that they can call me or my team members anytime. So when they're in an accident on the bypass with somebody that doesn't have insurance, or they come out of the grocery store and somebody's backed into their car and has not left a note, or they come home and there's a tree on the roof, or maybe water pouring out their front door, they call a local agent, somebody that they know. So call me, Wes Harris, with State Farm Insurance, located right here on Van Drive in Jackson.
Appreciate State Farm's Wes Harris stepping up and becoming a sponsor of TCA Athletics. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be taken at the 15-yard line. TCA going straight up the gut. Juke jive across the 25 up to the 29-yard line, and that's where TCA will take over first and 10. Cooper Vales with a return for TCA. So the Lions will take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line, down 21-0. And Bryce, you know, TCA is still looking for their first Wes Harris State Farm first down of the ball game. It's imperative that we put together a drive right here, right now, and stop this bleeding.
You expect more passing to come off this drive?
Well, not sure what we're going to see, and hopefully we can try and get some lights going on in here. Push them in, see if that helps a little bit. And we may not get it, and that's okay. TCA comes to the line of scrimmage. There is a light switch over there on the end, too. Slot formation to the left. Goodwin's going to take it, and they blow up the play right away. Goodwin's going to lose 3 on that play. 3 carries, and he's got 1 net yard on the night. Oh, you saw a good job. ECS recognized that play. Linebacker came in. We were not able to seal him and made the play for the loss of 3. He's going to bring up second down. They're going to say a loss of 2 on that play. So Goodwin with 3 carries, net 2 yards on the night. Matthew Valentine, Laura Bess, McCormick Taylor, all those folks watching this ball game. A little bit of a delay here on the field. Don't know if the officials are going to decide whether they're going to have dinner after the game or what we have going on. We got a timeout on the field. Timeout's taken by TCA. Let's take a 1-minute break. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we use E+ broadband at both of our locations. We use digital x-rays at both of our offices, and we need the high-speed access to be able to submit all of our x-rays electronically for the insurance companies. Installation was simple. We experienced little to no downtime. I would highly recommend E+ broadband to anyone in the commercial market. The reliability is second to none, and the service is the best.
Hey, if you're looking for something different, come to Lou's Crawfish for curbside pickup. Hey, if you're looking for something different, come to Lou's Crawfish for curbside pickup. Hey, if you're looking for something different, come to Lou's Crawfish for curbside pickup.
And welcome back to Evangelical Christian. Here's a score from Jackson. It is USJ leading Union City by a score of 21-0. It's going to be second down, 12. Good one. Back to pass. He's looking long, right down the gut. Got receiver open, and just over the outstretched hands of TCA's number 16, Joshua Todd, at the ECS 35-yard line. Good effort, but it's going to bring up third down, 12. Yeah, we talked about Justin Moore watching on the beach. Got his girlfriend, Colby Killen, I believe, if I am pronouncing that correct, down there with him watching. Her family also watching this ball game as well. So we've got folks, not only we got folks in Pittsburgh, PA, we got them on the coast of Florida. We've got them all over this great country watching this broadcast of TCA football right here on the TCA Broadcast Network. We're going to get you some more scores here at the half. 9 minutes to go here in our first half of action. 3rd and 12 for TCA. Handoff. Edwards can't get anything. Reverses field. Cuts up. And he's taken down at the 30-yard line. Going to be a pickup of 2. He tried to go left. Couldn't get anything done. Cut the ball up. And it was hammer time after the 2-yard pickup. Edwards now with minus 1 yard net total offense. And it's going to bring up 4th and 12. And Goodwin will be forced to punt again for TCA. Hardin County leads Adamsville 21-0. That game being played in Adamsville as we speak. So Goodwin back in the short punt formation. He gets it. There's the kick. Nice kick. Spiral type kick taken back to the 30-yard line. Going left. Good job by the TCA defense making the coverage and getting the tackle for TCA. On that play, it looks to be Cooper Vales with the check that. Yeah, that was Cooper making that play. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Evangelical Christian. They're going to have great field position, Bryce, at their own 38-yard line.
That is one thing I've noticed. ECS has had great field position this entire game.
And they have moved the ball effectively out of that. Now they're showing a different formation, 2 running backs. They fake. It's going to be a middle screen. Can't do anything. They're going long. Receiver back there, and the ball thrown out of bounds. Or actually, it was the home run ball overthrown. Great job by the TCA defense sneaking that one out, and that was Cade Butler in there on the defense for TCA. Cade, a little bit under the weather earlier this week, but he's coming back and playing defense for TCA in this ball game. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Lions. You're very welcome, J-Mo. Quarterback, the running back tripped up at the 35-yard line. Going to be a loss of 3 on the play. Garrison now with 2 carries for net 8 yards on the night. Fayette Academy leads their ball game 14-0. We'll see Fayette Academy next Friday night in the home opener for the TCA Lions. That game will be followed the following week by Union City. Former TCA coach Michael Hogan makes his return to the Lions' lair. 3rd and 13. 7 minutes to go. Back to pass, pressure, and the ball caught at the 47-yard line. Ball caught by Wilson, but it's going to be short of the first down. Pickup of it 9 on the play. 3 receptions, 19 yards, and there's no doubt about it here. Well, it's going to be fourth down 1. There's no doubt about it that ECS is going to go for it here on fourth down. 6:40 to go in our opening half of play. Oh, forgot to mention, Fun Run Tyler Moore built a computer to watch this game on. There's a big hole, and it's going to be one man to beat. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. ECS, a 47-yard touchdown run for ECS, and they now lead this game 27-0. Garrison with the big run, and this one's starting to slip away from TCA after the big 47-yard run for the score. Here's ECS on for the extra point. Snap, place, kick. Is up, and it's good with 6:20 to go in our first half of play. ECS 28 and TCA 0. We're back after this 1-minute timeout on the TCA Broadcast Network.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Back here at Legion's Field in Cordova, Tennessee, 6:20 to go in our first half of play. And it's been all ECS as they lead this ball game by a score of 28-0. Touchdown runs of 5 yards, 8 yards, 2 yards, and 47 yards for ECS. In this ball game, the front line simply dominating the line of scrimmage. TCA in this ball game still looking for their first West Harris State Farm first down of the contest. Here's the kick, going to be taken at the 7-yard line. TCA run the ball straight up the gut, 20, and up to the 25-yard line. Ball's on the deck, and ECS acting like they got the football. And they do. So TCA with their first turnover of the night. And once again, ECS with the ball deep in TCA territory. Ball's going to be at the 25-yard line. TCA had a decent run back, but lost the ball late. And again, it's going to be at the 25-yard line. Far side hash for those of you listening to this game on 105.3. Larry Vales and others watching this ball game. Don Patterson, Melanie Wilburn, Sherry Brown, downtown Sherry Brown. Strong left for ECS. They're going to pass. Pressure, end zone. Nice job by TCA knocking that ball down. Let's look at that one again. Perfectly played by the Lions. Fake handoff, long throw in there, and just did a good job. Cooper Vales knocking that ball down. And it's going to be second down for TCA. I don't know, Fun Run. Little birdie told me that. 2nd and 10 for ECS. Well played defensively by the Lions, Bryce.
You can't get much better than that. Cooper Vales played it perfectly. He just dropped the ball.
And illegal procedure, the call against ECS. That's going to push the ball back to the 30-yard line. One difference in this ballgame, we haven't seen the amount of penalties. TCA last week, if you remember, against Adamsville, flagged for, I believe, 6 major penalties in that ballgame, majors being of 10 yards or more. It's going to be 2nd and 15 for the Eagles. Strong formation to the left. Back to pass, pressure, going to the right. Again, great job by Cooper Vales knocking that ball out of bounds. The streaking receiver down the field, that was either going to be knocked out of bounds or give him 6. Great job by the TCA defense, forcing 3rd down.
Cooper Vales back-to-back perfect plays on defense.
Thinking they're going to pick on the freshman, and he's saying, not at my house.
No.
Cooper Vales had a big game here for TCA last year in the middle school ball game, and he's so far on the defensive end, he's been a bright star for the Lions here with his defensive capabilities here the last 2 plays in a row. It's going to bring up the long, strong left formation, 3rd and 15. Moore trying to blitz. They pick it up. Ball caught. 5, touchdown. A 30-yard touchdown pass for Evangelical Christian.
Players down for Trinity.
That's going to make the score 34-0. And we have a Lion, as you said, down on the field. Back at the 9. Can't tell who it is, so we will not speculate at this moment. Right now, let's take a quick 30-second timeout. You're watching TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
We still got the injury on the field, so let's take another timeout. The injured player for TCA is number 13, Cade Butler, the coach's son. Don't know the exact injury, but it is a lower right limb. He can put absolutely zero pressure on that right foot. Hate to see that to any young man, especially a promising young player like Cade Butler. I know Grandma is going to be worried right now. Here's a snap, place, kick, and it's good. 5:44 to go in our first half of play, and it is ECS 35, TCA 0, a 1-minute timeout on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
5:44 go in our first half of play in TCA. It's not been a good night so far. ECS leading this ball game at 35-0. The scoring isn't really important right now. We're worried about the health of the freshman, Cade Butler, an injured right leg, and it does not look real promising at this point. Here's the kick. Going to be taken by a side man at the 8-yard line. Up across the 20, taken down right at the 20-yard line. So a 12-yard return for TCA, and the Lions will begin this drive. It's going to be 1st and 10. Looks like the ball is going to be at the 19-yard line. So Bryce, a lot of work for the Lions to do here in the last 5 minutes of this first half and into the second half of tonight's ball game.
I'll be honest, being called Brian is a first. I don't think I've had that one done.
Well, bees.
You get used to it.
It's a killer bee. Again, 1st and 10 for TCA at the 19. TCA still looking for their first down of the ball game. TCA going to come out, receivers wide, both sides of the field, slot formation. Goodwin is going to get the ball. Nice block on the edge. Tries to get to the corner. 20, 25 out of bounds, the 27-yard line. Pickup of 8 yards on the play by Needham Goodwin.
Hopefully that will jumpstart Trinity to get a drive going so they don't get shut out 35-0 before halftime.
It's going to be 2nd down for TCA. Ball at the 25-yard line. 2nd and about 5 on the play, and we're working in a dark press box a little bit here, so we'll have to work with that. Got my light going. Let there be light. Edwards, the back in the backfield for TCA. High snap. Edwards gets the ball. He's trapped. Ooh, blammo. Back to the 20-yard line, loss of 5. Big hit on the play by ECS's number 51, Harris Hagan. Hagan hitting like Dick Butkus on that play. Edwards tried to go around the right side and tried to reverse his field, and Mr. Hagan said, not tonight. Loss of about 4 on the play. 3 carries, negative 5 net yards for Edwards on the night. 3rd and 7. Goodwin back to pass, throwing left, complete to the 29-yard line. That should be enough for the first down. Ball is complete to Will Allen Smith for the 8-yard pickup, and Will Allen gets his first reception of the year. Will Allen Smith, Bryce, you may not have known this, broke a bone in his face in the basketball game at Tipton Rosemark last year. So Will Allen coming back from a broken face to play high school football, and Will Allen Smith, a great edge blocker for TCA.
You learn something new every day. I had no idea he broke his face.
Playing baseball. That's why I'm Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
No.
TCA with the State Farm. West Harris first down. Goodwin pressured. He's going to run across the 30 and driven out of bounds. He might pick up about 3 on the play. 5 carries, 13 yards. So that first down to Will Allen Smith was our initial West Harris State Farm first down of the night. West came on board just this afternoon, and his first down of the season. Puts the ball at the 31-yard line. It's going to be now 2nd and 8 after the 2-yard pickup by Needham Goodwin. scheduled to be joined by Miss Christy Timms here at the half. Talk about things going on at TCA in the next week or so. Good one. Back to pass. He's going to tuck it, run. He's going nowhere. And he's going to lose 2 on the play. Goodwin wanted to pass, couldn't find anything, took it up the gut, and there was nothing there. 6 carries, 11 net yards on the night.
What do you think is a strategy they need to change?
Right now, just block.
Easier
We're
said than done.
We're not getting the job done. The offensive line's not getting the job done. Defensive line is not. And I hate to single out anybody, but we've got to have better line play. Everything revolves around line play. Good one. Back to pass. Thrown and incomplete. Intended for Ben Davis out here at the 40-yard line. Ball just thrown a little bit outside. It would have been for a first down, but it's going to bring up 4th down. TCA, who did not have to punt at all last week against Adamsville, will more than likely be punting here with 2:21 to go in our first half of action. Again, 4th down and 10. Short punt formation. Good one. High snap. He gets it. Nice booming high end-over-end kick. Chases the runner back to the 25-yard line. Reverses field. TCA, good defense. And only a 4-yard return off of the return by Caden Hill. Let's look at that one again if we can. Again, a high punt. Gave a great amount of time for, you're going to watch the height of this punt, and that gave the team great time to get down the field. That's what you want. It doesn't matter the height or the length. You want the height on the punt. TCA able to get down their punt coverage. Great job chasing the play, and only a 4-yard return on that. Well played, well executed by the TCA Lions. It's going to bring up 1st and 10, ball at the 29-yard line for ECS. ECS leading 35-0 in this contest. Handoff, White. He's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. Tucker White with 89 yards on 9 carries for the night. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for TCA. Larry, that about sums it up, my friend. 2nd and 5, ball at the 34, buck 34 to go in our opening half. TCA a 3-4 defense. Here's White going to take the ball around the right side. He's got room. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, and driven out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
That'll be Rima Edwards on the tackle.
41 yards on the play for Tucker White. And Tucker White is their 2nd-string running back. Remember, their 1st-string running back, Jalen Greenwood, broke his ankle last week against Innsworth. Probably be out for the season, but they've got to find backup Tucker White, an all-region defensive performer last year for the Eagles. 1st down, White up the gut. Better job by the TCA defense there. Only a pickup of about 2 down to the 21-yard line. 130 yards for Tucker White. Let's make that 132 yards as he's got 11 carries for 132. On the Tucker White, very impressive so far for ECS in this ball game. White up the gut again. Good job by the TCA defense, able to snuff that one out. Tell you what, you look at ECS, something they're changing from last week where they were doing a lot of off-tackle runs this week. They're reading the block and keeping the ball more in between the tackles here in this game. A big difference from what we saw in film from last week's game against Innsworth.
Corey Bassett back-to-back great plays for the Trinity defense.
White going to go around right side, 25-20, 15-5, touchdown. Tucker White, a 20-yard touchdown run for his third score of the night. 152 yards and
perfect execution on the off tackle by Hunter White.
But the good news is Laundry on the field. That's the third touchdown call back against ECS
Stan, I want to
in
ask,
this ball
where did
game.
you see the flag? I don't think I saw it.
Well, it's going to be on the far side of the field. It would have been at about the 15-yard lines where the flag occurred. So White's going to get credit for 10 yards on that play. So he's got 142 yards on the night. 3rd and 12. New running back in there. He's going to pick up 5, breaks a tackle, and he's going to pick up about 10 yards on the play, get the ball down to the 15. That running back was Clayton Garrison. We've seen him earlier. He's got 4 carries for 60 yards on the night. So ECS well over 200 yards tonight. That is the end of our first half of play. Our score at the half is ECS 35 and TCA 0. Let's take a 4-minute timeout, a 4-minute break. You're watching the halftime show on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
And welcome back to Legion Field here in Cordova, Tennessee. My name's Stan Gerard. We're at the half, and sadly, it's all ECS tonight. ECS dominating our TCA Lions by a score of 35-0. We'll get you some of the stats earlier. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard, and we're going to talk to Miss Christy Timms here for a few minutes at the half if I can get my scoreboard machine to work. Tell you what, if you think TCA is having a tough time tonight, down 35-0, Adamsville at home. After beating TCA last week, 2019, they're losing 42-0 to Hardin County in that particular ball game there. Looking at some other scores, it is Riverside 10, Lexington 7, that game at the half. Haywood 34, Cordova 0. So Cordova's getting blown out in one game, and they're winning in a blowout in another game. Haywood in their first game of the year putting it to Cordova. There's 4 minutes to go in the first half of that ball game. Some other scores, it's going to be, we don't need Father Ryan's scores. We'll skip that one. Dyersburg leading their ball game, playing Dyer County. Trojans lead that ball game 24-7 in a very heated rivalry. Still 8.5, 9 minutes to go in the second quarter of that ball game. A team that we're going to see next week, Fayette Academy leading their ball game 7-0 was the last score we had in that contest. We've got a Westview score here, and it is Peabody leading Westview 14-0 in that ball game. Well, let me see if I've read that wrong. It is five-star Alabama commit, with the 39-yard touchdown pass on successive snaps to dig Westview out of a 14-0 hole. So that ball game, I misread that. Tyler Simpson bringing them back down from 14-0. It's tied at 14. Westview and the Golden Tide of Peabody. So a big ball game there in Trenton tonight. Fayette Academy leads Halls 28-0. Fayette Academy, the opponent for TCA next Friday night. That'll be our home opener, by the way. Expecting a big, big crowd at that ball game. And with that in mind, we need to talk about big crowds. One thing that we definitely need this year after the Corona last year, Christy, we need all the TCA faithful come out in force. I'd love for them to sit there and watch these ball games and have a great viewing audience. But more importantly, I want these people buying tickets at the gate and buying some concession stand food.
Absolutely. There's nothing better than our barbecue nachos. It's time to come out and watch some TCA football.
And you failed to bring me some tonight. No samples?
I will say ECS has a great sausage and cheese plate I sampled first quarter. I haven't seen any barbecue nachos down there, though.
No, I'll take a sausage and cheese. Of course, Cordova, not too far from Germantown, so they know how to cook that sausage over here. Chrissy, a lot of things. Obviously, we're brand new in the school year. And get on a serious subject first. Obviously, we're seeing lots of schools losing ball games early on in the season due to the coronavirus is making its second visit to us. What are you guys at Trinity doing to help keep our students and faculty members away from round two of that?
Well, I think the most important thing we're able to do is this year we really committed to having smaller class sizes. So our students are able to spread out within the classrooms, so they're not having that close contact like we've had in previous years. Our class sizes have never been very big, but we really committed to that this year to make sure that our classes were smaller. We try to limit our transitions. We only have 4 transitions a day for our 6 through 12
and
students.
Talk about what that actually – for some of us who are not educated, what does that actually mean?
That means they only change classes 4 times a day. So they have 90-minute classes. So that keeps them contained in a classroom where they are spread out. And I really feel like the Trinity community is doing a good job of trying to keep their families safe. And, when their child's sick, they stay home, which is, what we've encouraged for years. But I think it's one thing now to really put into practice because we want to be very mindful of how what we bring to school, how that affects other people.
Now that we've got the nasties out of the way here,
Yes.
Let's talk about one of the biggest splashes the TCA has made in the last 7 or 8 months, the hiring of Dexter Williams as athletic director and new boys basketball coach at TCA. Coach D, Heavy D, bringing a lot of excitement to TCA.
He is, and I'll tell you what he's really bringing is a lot of conditioning to our boys. I walked through the gym earlier this summer, and those boys were hassling. They were having a tough time, but now they are in shape. I love to watch them. They're running. They're doing their thing. He's got them, just trying to get in shape, and so they're doing a great job. And Coach Williams, he's doing a great job with our coaches, trying to lead the way for them. He is, such a great character and a man of God. So really trying to. Be that example for our coaches. The main thing for Trinity is how we disciple our students. And so just helping with that, leading the way, whether that is teaming up with FCA or that, using some of our resources like Coach Butler and Coach Bunch, who is big with proactive coaching.
The meeting on the mound, as he always has.
That's it. And so, really trying to help our athletes grow into godly men and women because that's what it's all about. When you leave a sports team or when you leave your time at Trinity, how you are going to impact your home, your church, and your community and that's what it's all about. And the life lessons you can learn on the field and off the field are, will make a world of difference.
I want to give a big shout out to Coach Patrick Bunch here. In a middle school ball game that you saw in West Tennessee Sports last year, I stayed on after the ball game was over. And I forget who the opponent. I think it was Union City, and they had the meeting on the mound. And this always gets me whenever I talk about it, but you had the meeting on the mound. Scripture was read by some of the TCA students, and 4 young men from the opposing team found Christ that night simply because of the meeting on the mound.
Absolutely. We know that God works through all things, and especially the game of baseball. I'm a huge baseball fan. And so to watch our students be able to share the gospel, either by picking their favorite verse and then having a devotion with the other team is something that is very special. And so I can't say enough good about Coach Bunch's program and how he leads that to really encourage those boys. Middle school can be tough, and so how you can take focus off yourself and onto others is huge at that age.
Christy, looking at what we've got coming up over the course of the next couple weeks here at Trinity Christian, I know a lot of events going on that our parents and and other folks are going to want to become involved in.
Yes, well, hopefully we have lots of grandparents listening. The big thing, it was just announced today that we will have Grandparents' Day on October 1st.
That's always been huge.
It is, and so just be able to have that event this year for those grandparents who feel safe coming in. It will be limited to the varsity gym, but then we'll also live stream it as well for grandparents who can't come in.
Jay's going to have to get to work.
Always. Jay's the man who gets it done. Like, I come up with the idea sometimes, and then I'm like, hey, Jay, can we do this? So just, grateful for that. But, having our grandparents come in from our early ed to 5th graders, being able to perform, and then also, then it's a half a day for them. So then they can spend that half day with their grandparents. That's also homecoming. So hopefully those grandparents will come back out and come to the homecoming game that night.
Absolutely. Look at some other things. What else is happening at TCA in the next week or so?
Well, really, we start our Forge groups in middle school and our Harbor groups in high school this Thursday. It'll be our first group meeting. And those are our small discipleship groups that meet within gender and within their grade level. So that's exciting. It's a new kickoff for middle school. We are intentionally focused on middle school this year and how we can disciple them and help them grow. That middle school time is so tumultuous, so trying to give them better tools and really focus on them, give them middle school specific events, because sometimes they can get lost in a early ed through 12th grade school. They can get lost in the shuffle. So
even a small school like TCA, a kid can get lost.
Absolutely. So, trying to focus in on that. And Coach Kevin Lloyd is our middle school coordinator. And so he is intentionally focused on middle school. And then Coach Frank Clampett is our high school coordinator, intentionally focused on high school. So being able to focus on those groups, you have a smaller group that you can, be intentional with.
Talk about a little bit, like you talked about the reorganization. There was a reorganization in upper management, Frank Clampett bringing in a guy like Frank Clampett who's giving up some of his coaching responsibilities. Great man, God. He's going to do a good job helping to lead our youth.
Absolutely. He's been our student ministries director for several years, but he's also now taking on the upper school coordinator position so he can focus on 9 through 12. He is still teaching one class that we have called Faith in Film. It's a new class this year on how we see the gospel in Christian films, but then also in secular films. But then also he teaches our senior symposium class, which is an apologetics class. So Coach Clampett focuses on that. And then Coach Lloyd also teaches classes as well. And then with our structure, we have Miss Jenny Moffitt, who is our elementary coordinator, Kevin Lloyd, who is our middle school coordinator, Coach Clampett, who is our high school coordinator, and then I'm a K-12 director. So, it's really focused to be intentional in all areas. And then Miss Judy Mascolo, who is our early ed director as well.
you look at what's going on at TCA. I've seen a lot of new faces at TCA. Obviously, we have new kids enrolling all the time. There's always a lot of interest in kids interested in coming to TCA. If there's a young student out there watching this ball game tonight, or anybody that would like some information on TCA, to get a tour or to get some information, how they go about that, and what do they need to do, who they need to contact?
There's two options. One, you can call the school and ask for Laura Davis. Laura Davis is our director of admissions. She would love to give you a tour and let you see the campus. That's one thing. I started at the old campus. So when you go from old campus to new campus, we have a lot of alumni that come in. We have a very impressive campus from where we were to where we are. And so we praise God for that. And so Laura Davis would be happy to give you a tour, let you see what's going on in the classrooms. But then also you can go on our website and request information that way as well at tcalines.com.
I was just going to say it. A great website, all that sort of information. Things you can see about all of our coaches, all of our sports teams, what's going on. Talk about, we get back to athletics a little bit. Our high school girls soccer team off to a dandy start this year.
They are doing well. They have they took it to TRA just the other night.
Right, saw that game Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm. And so they play Sacred Heart on Monday night. So they're looking to improve in their scores as well. They're doing a great job. I'm calling a little partial. I've got a senior on that team, so picked up soccer early on. But Chris Baker is a phenomenal coach and just leading our soccer program in all areas, in middle school and high school, boys and girls soccer. So he really oversees that, and he's been tremendous with that.
Talk about the volleyball program. Rumor has it they're going to be right here at ECS a little bit later, and there's a nasty rumor going around. I don't know how much truth there is to it, but somebody may get their first call of volleyball action here coming up.
There you go.
We're in. I'm renegotiating my contract with that.
Renegotiating your contract. Well, I'm telling you,
volleyball team. It's been a state power before, and they're looking good again. 3-0 in the district.
Coach Carnes has really got those girls working hard in the gym. Being in there. They worked all summer, conditioning and then running drills. After dead period, they went to camp. So they're looking really good. There's a good team dynamic going on. Phyllis Crawford, who's their assistant coach, really pouring into the girls as well. So I'm excited to see what they're able to do this year.
Christy, we have come to the end
all right.
of our halftime ceremonies here at the half. It's ECS 35 at TCA nothing. Miss Christy, I should say Miss Christy, Miss Timms, boss lady.
Well,
we appreciate you spending some time with us this half. Let's take a quick time out, and we'll be back with the second half of tonight's ballgame. A 2-minute break. You're watching TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Thank you, Stan.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry, and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy company. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
Great American Sports makes sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson, we specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
Did you know that Lonnie Cobb Ford's Warranty for Life is available on pre-owned vehicles too? That's right, a warranty for life on a used car. And with our huge selection of over 100 vehicles, we have the one for you. Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and E Plus broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Over 7 years ago, God called Brandy Reagan into a new career as a realtor. 7+ years later, Brandy is a multi-million-dollar producer, broker, and owner of Reagan Realty Group. Brandy believes God will always give her what He wants her to have. Brandy loves helping clients find their dream homes, and she believes each and every home has a story to tell. So call Brandy today at 731-410-7700 and let her help tell your story. Go get 'em Lions!
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
And we're back, ready for the second half of action here. It's going to be ECS kicking off to TCA. It's going to be a running clock here in the second half. I believe. I don't know if they'll start. They normally start that in the fourth quarter. Don't know if they'll start that in the third or not. They can do it by coach's agreement in the third. So we'll have to see how that goes. It's going to be ECS kicking off to start this second half. End over end kick. It's going to be taken at the 11 by TCA across the 20. 25, and TCA taken down at about the 27-yard line. So that's about the best field position, Bryce, that TCA's had to start any drive here on the night, and it's going to be TCA football 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
I expect a lot of urgency to come out of the Lions' offensive huddle.
Well, one thing you can do, 35 to nothing. Number one, you got to throw out the first half. Simply throw out the first half. You make this a one-half ball game. The goal for TCA at this point, win the second half.
Exactly.
Simply win the second half. We can't do anything about 35 to nothing. We can yell, scream, and all that. We can't do anything about 35 to nothing. Boys just need to suck up, play well here in the second half, and get something good going into next week's first region game. Here's Edwards with the ball. Right side, he's taken down. No gain on the play. Good job, ECS. A great job moving laterally from right to left to stop that play by Rayma Edwards. No gain. Rayma, 4 carries on the night.
Quickly, I want to talk about that statement you just made about it playing in the second half. If I'm the Lions, I'm looking at the scoreboard and I'm saying it's 0-0 right now. That's just how you got to play it.
That's what you got to do, because you look at the middle school game from last night. TCA took it on the chin to Jackson Christian, the middle school ball game, but we tied them in the second half. And, moral victories are, a dime a dozen as ECS stops us again on second down. But we did a lot better work in the second half. Those young men went to work in the second half of that ball game, and it was a much more competitive second half action. So even though they got beat by 30-some-odd points that ball game, you can find some good to come out of that and like something to build on for next week. And that's what the Lions are going to have to do looking at this ball game as well. Hey, folks, apologize if I've not been able to check out social media as much. I'm having to use my phone now as a light so I can see here in the dark and go from there. It's going to be Edwards in the backfield again. Good one. Back to pass, looking. Can't find anybody open. He goes up the middle. He's across the 25, trying to get to the outside, and they string him out, and he gets taken down for a 2-yard loss on the play by Needham. Good one. He's got 9 net yards on 7 carries. It's been a tough go for Needham Goodwin after having 285 yards last week.
Needham has kind of take that run game in a position you don't really want to take it. He's going horizontal and not going up the field as much as you would like to see.
Well, that's called running east and west instead of running north and south. And there's times where east and west is good, and he's getting east and west just out of sheer necessity because there's such great pursuit by this ECS defense. Here's the punt.
Great punt.
High kick. Good roll. TCA needs to cover it, and they return it. Bold move by ECS. They're going to try and get – that's an illegal block in the back at the 24. No call on the play. Up to the 40. And taking out of bounds the 42. Boy, the illegal block in the back at the 24-yard line. And it was missed is about all we can say on that play. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Evangelical Christian at the 43-yard line. Just underway in the second half, under 8 minutes. This is a running clock, 35-0. This is going to be a quickly played second half. Will Keltner with the tackle on that last play for TCA. ECS handoff, running back up the middle, across the 50 into TCA territory at the 48-yard line. Pickup of 5 on the play by Garrison. Garrison 5 rushes for 65 yards on the night. And we talked about depth in the pregame show. You're seeing the depth that ECS has, especially at the running back position. Their number 1 running back probably out for the season with a broken ankle, and they've run 3 different tailbacks in there tonight, and all have gained positive yards on the evening.
ECS's running game has really surprised me, especially after what you said of running back 1 going down. It's like he never left with the way that this play by committee for the running back position has played for ECS.
ECS changed the play at the line of scrimmage, snap, throw, slang out, caught inside the 40, taken down at the 32-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 16 yards on the play. Ball caught by Cameron Gajan, a 5'10", 156-pounder, and it's going to be another first down for Evangelical Christian. And we are in a running clock here in this particular contest. 1st and 10. Gajan with the ball. He goes off right side. 25, 15, down to about the 10-yard line. And a pickup of about 20 on the play. Gajan now with a 20-yard pickup. He's got 85 yards. He's quickly approaching 100 on the night. Tucker White with 142 yards on the night. ECS just running the ball at will on the TCA Lions in this ball game tonight. It's going to bring up 1st and 10. They can get another first down. Ball's on the 13-yard line. Snap. Gajan's going to take the ball up the gut and stopped at the line of scrimmage. Good job by the entire left side of the TCA front 4 for making that stop at the line of scrimmage. You see on the replay, TCA did a great job there. Got a little penetration. You didn't have to get much. They got about a foot, maybe a 2-foot penetration in there, and that's all you need to blow up those plays. 2nd and 6. Quarterback rolling to his left, looking, stutters, throws, pass, incomplete. Boy, you saw it. Quarterback made a nice stutter throw. Thought he was going to tuck the ball and run. Had a receiver open in the corner. As we see, there's a little stutter step. Then the throw just over the outreached hands into the corner there. And that's going to be up 3rd and down. 4.5 minutes to go in this third quarter in what is a running clock game for TCA in this contest. Well, the one thing means we're going to get home a little bit earlier tonight.
It's not always a bad thing.
Third down. Handoff. Running back's going to get down to about the
He'll
one.
be at the 1.
That running back, number 18, that's Griffin Garrison. He's going to pick up about 9 yards on the play. And it's going to be first and goal for ECS here at the 1 yard line. ECS knocking on the door again, already leading 35-0 here with 3:40 to go in the third quarter of this contest. Well, Bryce, the ECA or the TCA defense been pretty well shut down. Not only one first down
Nothing more
in
textbook
this
than
game.
a goal line defense.
TCA going to try and bowl their backs here, see what we can do. Straight
Right
handoff.
at the gut, and they
Stop.
stopped him. The ball's on the
Fumble.
ground.
And you cannot, I think ECS recovering in the end zone, but using the Oakland Raiders rule, you cannot advance a fumble into the end zone for a score.
Back to the 1.
So we're going to go back to, hey, that was recovered. Did I see a TCA kid come up with that ball and they still have the ball?
I'll be quite honest, I didn't see who came up with it.
Unless an ECS kid, just all you have to do in the end zone is touch it to down it. It's going to bring up second goal, ball at the 2 yard line. Power formation to the right. Hand off to the tailback, and it's a touchdown for ECS. That makes it 41-0. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter of this ball game. And this one's a runaway freight train going downhill without brakes. ECS going to put a new kicker into the ball game. That's going to be John Vargo, a 5'10 wide receiver, on to kick this extra point. It's been a lineman doing their kicking earlier. Snap, place, kick. It's up, and it's no good. Wide left. So with 2:17 to go in our third quarter of action, it's ECS 41. Thank you very much. And TCA 0. 1 minute timeout. We're back after this 1 minute break on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Hey, if you're looking for something different, come to Lou's Crawfish for curbside pickup. Hey, if you're looking for something different, come to Lou's Crawfish for curbside pickup. Hey, if you're looking for something different, come to Lou's Crawfish for curbside pickup.
Tell you what, Lou's best place in town for fresh seafood direct from the Gulf. Every week right here in Jackson, Tennessee. 41-0. ECS with the lead. They'll be kicking off here. We have a running clock here in this ball game. Here's the end over and kick. Taken by TCA at the 12. Across the 20, 25, 30. Tripped up, and TCA with the ball at about the 32-yard line. Well, I would expect to start seeing some clean shirts for ECS in this particular ball game. TCA will put in clean shirts where they can, but ECS with a lot more players than TCA, so some of our frontline players are going to have to go the distance here in this ball game. $1:43 to go in the third quarter. TCA down 41-0.
I do quickly want to talk about the bright spots for TCA.
Please.
Corey Bass. He has had a great game tonight.
He's had penetration a couple times, a couple of big tackles there in the second quarter of action. Here's Edwards in the backfield with TCA. Good one, going to go around right side 30, 35 to the 37-yard line. Going to pick up about 5 on that play is Needham Goodwin. Needham with 13 yards on 8 carries. A lot tougher road to hoe than what we saw last week, but this ECS ball club is one fine ball club, and they're going to go far in Division II Class AA. This is an ECS ball club, a program that's got multiple state championships about them. Edwards, again, the back to the right of Goodwin. Slot formation to the left. Edwards up the gut, tripped up at the line of scrimmage, and down at the 35-yard line. Good job there by ECS. They got a little bit of a push. Rama ran to one of his own players and went down, and so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. And we probably will not get another playoff here in our 3rd quarter. We're not going to. At the end of 3 quarters of play, it's ECS 41 and TCA 0. 1-minute timeout. It's TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we use E+ broadband at both of our locations. We use digital x-rays at both of our offices, and we need the high-speed access to be able to submit all of our x-rays electronically for the insurance companies. Installation was simple. We experienced little to no downtime. I would highly recommend E+ broadband to anyone in the commercial market. The reliability is second to none, and the service is the best.
Hello, I'm Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance. My customers love the fact that they can call me or my team members anytime. So when they're in an accident on the bypass with somebody that doesn't have insurance, or they come out of the grocery store and somebody's backed into their car and has not left a note, or they come home and there's a tree on the roof, or maybe water pouring out their front door, they call a local agent, somebody that they know. So call me, Wes Harris, with State Farm Insurance, located right here on Van Drive in Jackson.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
And we're back here for the 4th quarter of action. TCA with the football at their own 35-yard line, 3rd and 6. Goodwin back to pass, looking, going deep across the middle. Got receiver there and overthrown. Ball intended for that John Mark Willard getting in there at wide receiver. You know, a soccer player decided he wanted to come out and play a little football, going to help us out with the kicking game. And he's also asking, hey, throw me the football. I think I can catch the ball. Ran a good route, ball just a little bit overthrown. Good to see. And one thing we haven't seen a lot of, there's a couple of new kids coming out for football. Some basketball players are going to come out and help out this football team as well here in the coming days. Here's the punt. Nice knuckleball type kick. It's going to take a cross bounce, and it's going to be rolled dead at the 31-yard line, where ECS will take over 1st and 10 with 11 minutes to go in this contest. You got folks bringing you stuff just out of the stands, apparently.
My bad.
Man, you got the lock on pretty women bringing you food.
I'll be fine. Hey, I'll take it. I didn't. Sounds good to me.
Don't let go of your head, young man.
Nah.
41-0. TCA down here. Clock running, a running clock game. 10.5 minutes to go in this contest. So this is going to be quickly played.
Done for the night.
Could be. You know, in this type of situation, with some of our frontline players, you just do not want to take a chance on getting them hurt. You look at a kid like Corey Bass, he gets hurt. That really hurts the depth chart. So you want to take him out now, live to fight another day.
Exactly.
Handoff inside, new quarterback for ECS. They break it across the 40. It's going to be a first down pickup of 12 on the play for ECS. Running back is Cooper Acuff. No worrying if Roy Acuff is his grandfather or not.
But you go ask him. How about that?
You're into that country music scene, so you know
bit,
something
yeah.
about that. I see you wear a cowboy hat or two.
About Roy Acuff.
It's going to be 1st and 10, ball at the 43. 9.5 minutes to go in this contest. It's not going to take long to finish this ball game up. Spread formation for ECS. Looking to throw.
Pass hit
out to the corner, or actually into the flat, and overthrown, incomplete. Intended for number 38, William Webster.
That was great pressure by Mark Van Buren off the edge, getting to the quarterback, deflecting the pass.
No truth to the rumor that William Webster is kin to the dictionary family.
I don't know. Where are you getting all these rumors?
You never know. Various websites, things like that.
Classic.
That just means I'm old.
Or
2nd and 10. It's going to be a handoff left side, across the 45, and up to the 49-yard line, where ECS continues to run clock. Pickup of about 7 on the play. Going to be 3rd down and about 4 or so with the ball at the 49-yard line of ECS. 8 minutes to go in this contest.
One thing you can say is ECS has run all over Trinity all night. They have played very well in the run game.
Nice tackle by TCA. Ball knocked down at the 50. I would be remiss. I want to stay away from politics and all that sort of stuff. But we got to think about our troops in Afghanistan right now. We lost a lot of good young men last night, and we need to pray for our Marines, our Navy personnel, and all those folks over there. Let's hope we can get them all home soon.
Ain't nothing like the power of prayer.
And we'll leave it at that. 4th down. It's going to be the first ECS punt of the evening. Here's the kick. Booming long kick.
The fair catch is
fumble. Fair catch. We went for it, and we lose the football. Our 2nd turnover of the night.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but did the ball go out of bounds when he dropped it?
We thought it.
I'm not sure. I can't tell.
Well, I think it did, but ECS had control of it before it went out of bounds. Now we may have a discussion over that. Either that or they're talking about where they're going to go eat after the ball game, and trust me, on Highway 177, I believe it is just down the road here, they may all be closed by the time it's over. We got a timeout on the field. We're going to take a quick one, a 30-second break. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Back here for the final 6:22 of this contest, ECS. After the TCA fumble on the punt, they've got the ball deep inside TCA territory at the 20-yard line. JV players in for ECS now. Power formation to the right. Hand off to the tailback, up the gut. 10, down to the 5. Pickup of 15 on the play. And another first down and a late flag in on the play after the 15-yard pickup. Good job going off the left tackle. They seal blocked and got the good run deep into TCA territory where we had the late flag. Not sure what that would be about.
Tackle on the play by Kobe Moore.
Colby Moore with the tackle for TCA. Lisa Northcutt watching the ball game tonight. Hope you and Coach are doing well. Half the distance against TCA. First and goal, ball at the 4. Tailback going off tackle. He's in for a touchdown.
Into the end zone.
5 minutes to go in this contest. And it's now ECS 47 and TCA 0. Well, it's been a night of domination for the ECS Eagles in this ball game. They had a tough game last week against Innsworth, but they lost 40-0. They've certainly gotten things straightened out in this contest tonight as they're going to move to 1-1. TCA will fall to 0-2 on the season. TCA will open up the home portion of their campaign next Friday night. We'll have the countdown to kickoff pregame show at 6:30 with the kickoff at 7. Fayette Academy is the opponent. There's a kick, and it's blocked. And the score remains 47-0. We're going to go ahead and keep it here. Remind you that TCA Athletics all season long is brought to you in part by Deaton's Carpet One, by Snookums, Lonnie Cobb, Reagan Realty, West Tennessee Bank, Race Clips, Mitchell's Body and Repair, Reliable Pallets, Well Water Solutions, Tennessee Tractor, State Farm agent Wes Harris, sponsoring First Downs. All these folks bringing you TCA football all season long. Love for you to call these folks up, give them a big round of thanks for sponsoring these games, but more importantly, go spend some coin with these good folks. They spent the money to bring these games to you. Spend a little money with them, and let's make it happen. Well, there must have been a penalty on TCA as they're going to re-kick the extra point, and it is up, and it is good. Under 4 minutes to go in this contest, and it is now 48-0. ECS with the lead. A quick 1 minute timeout, and we're back with the end of the ball game right here on the TCA Broadcast Network.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookums Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookums, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookums Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookums Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Back for the final 2.5 minutes of this contest. It's 48-0. ECS all over your TCA Lions. Remind you, we'll be back next week. TCA with the home opener against Fayette Academy as the ball goes out of bounds. Former TCA coach Mike Hogan makes his returns to the Lions' lair after he took TCA to the Division I Class 2A state championship game back in 2010. Went on to coach at some other schools, and he's going to bring the Fayette Academy Vikings into town. Coach Holm, now the athletic director at Fayette Academy as well, after the longtime athletic director hung up at the end of this school year. $150 to go in this contest, and TCA is going to try and move the ball here in the last remaining minute or so of this contest. $1:37 to go, and the clock is running. So we'll get a couple more plays off. We'll try and get something positive happening here before the end of this ball game. Good one, handoff. That's Colby Moore. He's going to pick up about 3 yards in the play. From the 35 up to the 39. So it's going to be a 4-yard pickup for Colby Moore. Broke one tackle there. Doing a good job and some positive yards for TCA. We're at the 1 minute mark of this contest. One, maybe two more plays left in this game. Good one, back to pass, looking, firing, caught. Ben Davis with the ball in the TCA territory, breaks a tackle. 30, 25, down at the 19-yard line. Biggest play of the night for TCA. Ben Davis on the completion. That's 10, that's 20, that's 30. That's 45 yards on the pickup to Ben Davis. And we'll see if we can see that one more time for you here as the clock. We're going to have to go back to play here as we're going to have the last play of the ball game. Good one, back to pass, looking, rolling, trying to get on the board here, firing in zone, incomplete, and this ball game is over. Your final score, ECS 48 and TCA 0. Let's take a quick 3-minute timeout, a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you some quick scores, and then we're going to get out of here. TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
For the past 22 years, Tennessee Tractor has been committed to you, our customers. That's why our locally owned business delivers great John Deere products with great service at a great price. From the backyard to the back 40, whatever size project your family's got, you can rely on us to help you get it done. From our friendly staff to our reliable equipment and our quality service, Tennessee Tractor has one goal: to keep you and your family up and running. Hometown value, hometown service. That's Tennessee Tractor.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank has assembled an all-star staff with decades of experience in the Jackson and West Tennessee markets. Our top priority is listening to your goals and dreams, helping you develop a plan to achieve them. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience. Visit us at Thompson Farms or give us a call. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Back here for the final time here tonight in Cordova, Tennessee, where ECS has knocked off TCA 48-0 quickly on the scoreboard. Jackson Christian leads St. George's 17-13 with a $1:44 go in the third quarter of that ball game. This will be a quick rundown here of just what we can find out. Covington leads Northside 35-8 in that particular ball game. All over Chester County tonight, 36-0 in that particular contest. Other scores, it is USJ leading Union City 28-0. We'll see Union City in a couple of weeks. Humboldt leads Brewston 14-9 at halftime in that ball game. And quickly some other scores if we can find them, and then we're going to get out of here. Let's see, Covington leads Northside 35-8. Again, we had that score. And that's about all we can find from West Tennessee at this point. A lot of teams, for whatever reason, a lot of them not going. Fayette Academy winning 35-0 in their game. We'll see them next Friday night. We'll have airtime at 6:30 for the countdown to kickoff pregame show, and then we'll have the kickoff at 7. And let's see here. Gotta love it. They show highlights and don't give a score. It is Hardin County leading Adamsville 49-0 in that ball game. That's into the fourth quarter. Again, McKenzie pitching a shutout against Chester County. And it is Jackson Christian leading St. George's in a good ball game. You can see that ball game over on our sister site. You can go to the Jackson Christian Facebook page and watch that ball game. That's a 17-13 game brought to you by Worthy Road Studios. The Peabody Westview game is a good ball game. You can watch that on the Peabody football page. Another game brought to you by Worthy Road Studios. The unhappy final tonight here, it is ECS 48 and TCA 0. Have a good thought for Cade Butler. Let's pray that injury is not too severe and that we'll see him back on the field very shortly. For Bryce Mott, for the voice of TCA Athletics, Diamond Dave McCulley, my name is Stan Gerard. And Spartacus, we love you and miss you. I'm sure glad you're home once again. Good night, and more importantly, God bless.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.